Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a super special tutorial. I'm super excited and super nervous about it. So anyways, this is the Clueless design. Super cute. It has so many color combinations you can do, so it makes it super fun. It comes together pretty quickly and it's not too hard. As long as you just follow along and get the steps down, you should be fine. So this design was made by my great friend, Loves the Loom, and she has trusted me enough to make a tutorial for one of her designs finally. So thanks for that, friend. She's been a great friend to me and a great mentor, great teacher, just a great person all the way around. So thanks for being you, and thank you for everything you've taught me along the way. I don't think I would be as far as I am today if I did not have all your excellent help. So hopefully I can make you proud by making this tutorial today. So now that I have my speech out of the way, we can go ahead and get started. All you need is a hook and some bands, of course. I'll show you the colors that I'm going to use today. This was the example that she sent me, the original, and we're going to make one similar to this color pattern today. And then once you learn the pattern, then you'll be able to play around with it, move your colors, and you can really accomplish a lot of different looks. So let's grab our supplies and get going. Okay, so for the tutorial, I'm going to use the exact same color pattern that you see here. This is 3 colors. In the tutorial, I am going to add one extra color. Where you see the gray here, we start with 2 base gray. And then as we move on, we'll add one more gray to each side. I'm going to use a light gray when I add it on, just to make it easier for you all to see what the step is that I'm actually doing. I noticed if I did olive gray like I did here, it was very hard to see. So I'll just use a lighter gray and we will pretend it's all the same color gray. Anyways, the first band that you're going to want to grab is whatever color you want to use for this connecting color here. So I use white, and I'm going to use white today. You're going to start off by making a cat band in a figure 8 on your hook. So let's do that. Just twist it on. I do suggest that you add a C-clip here. There's my C-clip. I added that on. It makes it a little bit easier to complete this first process. The first starting section of this bracelet is a little bit harder because it is a little flimsy as you're making it. It does get easier as you go along, so don't worry. Just try to hang in there with me through the first section. So the next color that you're going to want to grab is going to be whatever color you want for your little bow section inside. It kind of looks like a bow to me, so that's what we'll call it. You're going to need 2 of those, and we're going to pull both of those bands through the cat band and just reconnect them. They don't need to be fishtailed. We just want one setting inside of the other. Now the next color we're going to be grabbing is where you see the teal here. I'm going to use teal today, and for the first section only, we're going to grab 2 of these. After the first section, we'll add them on one at a time. I'll show you what I mean when we get there. For now, grab 2. What we're going to do is we are going to place these 2 over the tip of our hook and over top of the 2 bands beside it. So just place them inside of your 2 base bands. Now our goal is going to be to drop these off on the inside. So what you can do is just place your finger on all 4 of these on the back side. You can grab the outside 2 bands. Once you've pinched them and taken them off the hook, we can now allow those 2 to drop off in the inside and close that back off. So all we've done is just drop those 2 loose bands down in there with our cat band. So moving forward, this is the point of the bracelet where we would be adding another one of these dark gray to form the little cross over top of our bow. But this is where I'm going to use the lighter gray, just so you can see what is happening here a little better. So you're going to take your same color that you used here. I'm using a different one so you can see, so don't get confused. We're going to be pulling this band through 2 bands, and we're going to pick those 2 bands back up onto our hook. I like to pull down on this band so that it sets down in there, and we're going to close this off. Now that band is not secured in there, and it is very loose and it is very flimsy, but this is what it should look like. Our goal is going to be to cross this outside band over these 2 beside it, and we're going to drop it off down below. So just carefully cross this over the 2 bands beside it. And what I like to do is you can either pinch these 2 outside bands, just pinch them, pull it off of your hook, and just let that one drop off down below and replace those 2 outer bands. So let me get this a little closer. All we did was drop that inner band off the hook there. So let's go ahead and slide that down and do it again on the other end in case you didn't see it clearly. So I'm going to take my gray, I'm going to pull it through 2 bands. We're going to pick those 2 bands back up and we're going to close that off. We need to cross this outside band over the 2 bands right beside it. So just cross your outer band over the 2 right beside it. And now we need to drop this 3rd band in that we've crossed over off of our hook. So to do that, just grab your 2 outside bands, take them off of the hook, let that one drop off also, and just replace your 2 outer bands. I do promise that step gets much easier once you move past this first section. So now we are to our next step, which is also a very different step. We're going to be working with this band here. What we're going to do is place it back up onto the hook, so just flip it up onto your hook. And our goal is going to be to pull this band through the 3 bands on our hook, so through one side. So to do that, the easiest way is to pinch this loose band down below. I'm just pinching it on the front and the back to tighten it up. And now I am going to use my hook to just pull it through those 3 bands. So just take your time and carefully work your way through the 3 bands. Once you've got the 3 bands on there, as you can see, it drops the 3 bands down over the edge, and now we have just our loose band on the hook. So what we need to do now is pick those 3 bands back up onto our hook. So to do that, I give myself a little slack on this band. You can either reach down here and flip up each of the bands one at a time until you have them back on your hook, or you can just use your hook and scoop down and grab all 3 back onto your hook. You want to grab another of the color that you use for your hanging band, so that's teal for me. We're going to grab that band and we're going to pull it through 3 bands and then just close that off. So we're done on this side for now. We can slide it around and do the other end. So the first thing that we're going to do is take our loose band and we're going to place it back up onto the hook. Now you want to take your fingers and just pinch either side, pulling it down to where it's tight to your hook, like that. Now just use your hook and pull that band through 3 bands, so all of the bands on this side. So I've done that. Now we need to pick those 3 bands back up. So the easiest way for me is I just hang on to it right here. I use my hook and pick all 3 of those back up. This is what it will look like. Now you'll grab another of your loose colored bands, so teal for me, and we're going to pull it through those 3 bands and then just close it off. So this was the hardest little section, what we just completed so far. It gets a lot easier from here forward. So to finish off our first section here, we are going to need to go back to our cap band color or our connecting color. We're going to pull that through 5 bands. Pulling that through 5 bands, we're going to skip the first, we're going to pick up the second and the third, which are the 2 middles, skip the fourth, and then pick up that outside band and close it off. So now we need to rearrange 1 band to the outside, so just pop that one to the outside. This is what it's going to look like. Now the next step is going to be your second band in. We're going to cross it over this outside band. So go ahead and cross your second band in over the outside band. So I've crossed mine. Now we need to slide this down to the end of our hook. And our goal is going to be this band that we're holding here. We need to flip it over the tip of the hook. So just take your finger and just flip that right over that center band and over the tip of the hook. Now we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So slide it down, turn it around. we need to cross our second band in over top of the outside band. So your center band's going to cross over that one. So I've gotten mine crossed. And then we just need to slide it down to the tip of our hook and just flip this one over the edge. So you may have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it over the tip. And this is what it's going to look like. Now you want to grab one last of your connector color bands, same color you use for your cap band. You're going to pull that through all 4 bands on the hook. And just close it off. So that's actually the end of the first section. So we made it through the first section, and we're going to do this all over again, and it will also be where you keep coming back to repeat the pattern. So we're going to start off by grabbing our base color, which I use gray. You're going to need 2 of these. We're going to pull both of these through the 2 bands on the hook and then just close it off. Again, we do not want these fishtail just sitting regular there. And this is also the beginning of your repeat pattern. So now we are going to go back to our loose band color, except now we have to add just one at a time opposed to both at the same time. So grab that color, which is going to be teal for me. We're going to place that band over the tip of the hook and over the 2 bands beside it. So I've done that. And now we just need to drop that band off down below. It's a lot easier now, and I think it's easiest just to pinch your entire creation, slide your hook out of 3 bands, and then just put it back in. And it drops that band down in there. It doesn't really matter how it hangs or how it looks right now. It'll straighten its own self out. So now we need to go back to our gray to form our little cross, which again, if you remember, I used a lighter gray so you could see better what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and take that color. We're going to pull that through 2 bands. And then we're also going to pick those 2 bands back up and close it off. So here's what it's looking like. We're going to take this outside band, cross it over the 2 beside it, and now we need to drop this off down below. So to do that, just pinch and remove the 3 bands and just replace those outside 2. If you have an easier way of doing that step, it's totally fine as long as you accomplish dropping that band off down below. Now we can go ahead and finish one whole side instead of sliding back and forth. So what we do next is place our loose band up onto the hook, and our goal is going to be to pinch that band like this, and we need to pull it through these 3 bands here. So our goal is to pull our loose band through the 3 bands. So just go ahead and pinch that and pull it through the 3 bands. Now we're going to pick those 3 bands back up onto our hook. Once you've done that, you'll grab another of your loose band color. We'll pull that through 3 and close it off. So we've now completed that entire side. So let's go down to the other end now and complete it. So step 1 is to grab your loose band, place it over the tip of the hook and over the 2 bands beside it. Now we need to drop that off down below. So to do that, just pinch your 2 outside bands, pinch them, pull them off, let that one drop down below and replace those 2 outside bands. Now we're going to go back to this color. I'm using light gray just so you can see. Going to pull that through 2 bands. We'll pick those 2 bands back up and close this off. We need to cross this outside band over the 2 bands beside it. So just cross that over the 2 right beside it. And now we need to drop that off down below. So just pinch your 2 outside bands, taking them off of the hook, letting that one drop down below and replacing them. So now we're ready to move our loose band back up onto the hook, and we're going to be pulling that through the 3 bands on this side. So just pinch that band below, hang on to it, and just use your hook to slide through those 3 bands. Once you've done that, we need to pick those 3 bands back up. So I just hang on to this band and pick all 3 of them back up. Now we'll go back to our loose band color, pull that through 3, and close it off. Now we have both of our sides finished, and let's go back to our connecting color, which is white for me. We're going to pull that through 5 bands. You're going to skip the first, you're going to pick up the second, the third, skip the fourth, and pick up that 5th and outside band. We're going to rearrange 1 to the outside. Now we need to cross our second band in over this band. So cross band 2 over band 1. Okay, so I've crossed mine. Once you've done that, we're going to slide this down to the tip of our hook, and we need to flip the second band in over the tip. Now we're going to do that on the other end. Another way that you could do that would be to take your band and pull your first band through your second band, pick that band back up, and then flip this over the tip of the hook. That's another way you can do it. I don't want to confuse you by showing you multiple ways though. And now to complete our second segment, you take 1 more of your connector color and pull it through all 4 bands on the hook. Close that off, and we've completed our second section. So hopefully these instructions have been good enough that you will be able to make one. It really isn't that hard, but trying to show these steps has proven a little bit harder. But when you're actually doing it yourself, I think everyone will be just fine. When your bracelet is long enough to fit around your wrist, you actually stop right at this point once you add your second connector band on, and you would C-clip it here, and that is all you need to do, and your finished bracelet will look like this. Super cute, super quick to make actually once you get the hang of the pattern, and I really do love this design. So thank you again, Loves the Loom, for being such a great tutor and letting me make this tutorial for you. I'm sure that everyone has checked out her Instagram and her YouTube by this point. I will have it linked below, so if you haven't, definitely go over and give her a like and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, make sure that you use the hashtag Clueless Bracelet if you make one of these, so both her and I can see your renditions. And also be sure to tag her, Loves to Loom, and tag me, 7284 Christy. Until next time, guys, bye.